to my cash control log with my Creative Chronic Life. Today we are on our budgeting cash stuffing envelope series, which is for the month of March. So this will be episode 3. I've just finished filming episode 2 where we talked about all of my different planners, what they hold, thoughts, that type of thing. And episode 1 is about the budgeting haul, where I purchase items from and things like that. I'll leave the links in the description box below just in case you don't want to go back to the video, but I've pretty much purchased majority of these things from. So we will get stuck in. I did mention about this in the previous video, but we'll talk about it again in a moment. This is a cash container, and it's got slots at the top for money. You've got sections at the bottom for the dices and to roll, and then I've added my extra placeholders here at the bottom, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's a custom order, but you will be able to purchase them directly from Zori.prints, so I will leave the link for them in the description box below, and you can get them in various colors as well. We'll just move all this to the side. Okay, so we will start off with the money. Just popping it there. Now this is going to be my first cash stuffing envelope thing, and this is going to be my leftover money from February. I didn't decide to do January because a lot of what I had left over I spent on this kind of budgeting challenges and things like that, so I'm not necessarily counting January. So this is going to be February's, but we'll be doing it in March until I have a chance to catch up. Not quite sure. So this we purchased from Studio Budgets. Majority of the things are from Studio Budgets. So we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and that's our cash. And then we have some pound coins here, which I've placed in this little container. No, wrong way around. So what we will do is I will try to count gently without really making a lot of noise. So we've got 2, 4. What I'll do is I think I'll put them into sections of 5, and then we'll come back and count them. It will save you from all the noise. Or maybe I'll just turn it down in silence and we can do it together. Okay, so we have £60 here, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, and that's £100 in total. Now it's a total of £100 which I had left over from the month of February. Now if you know me, I have a couple of health conditions where I have a couple of autoimmune conditions too, and one of them is where I have to be really careful with germs, and this money has been washed, cleaned, antibac, and this is why I'm handling it. Otherwise I never handle money. In general, I don't pay for money, I don't pay for shopping, anything like that. I don't handle anything that hasn't already been cleaned. But I just wanted to mention that because my husband has kindly done all that for me, wiped and dried everything, so it makes me a little bit comfortable that I can actually sit here and do this challenge with you. Okay, so I think what I will do quickly is I'm just going to take a quick picture just to be able to send to Zori Print so I can show them. What the wonderful box looks like. I absolutely love it. I think it's gorgeous. So what we'll do is we'll just move the pouch away for a little while. Now we'll move this here. So we have our money on one side, and I think what I would love to do is I just want to start off with some of these smaller challenges. But then in hindsight, I don't actually have a place for these. So unless with our magnet 8, we give these a number, I think that would be a good idea. So let's just pop this to the side for a moment. Which binder is it? Yeah, it's this binder. I don't think they will fit inside. No, they won't. Okay. So maybe we can... I see. Yeah, I think let's do that. So we've got number 1 can be the You Make My Heart Pop. Number 2 is Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Number 3 can be the Don't Be Afraid to Be Bad at Something. Number 4 we can do Always Find Time for Things to Make You Be Happy. And number 5 can be Long Story Short, I Survived. I think that would be good. And then we can do the, is it 5 in total? So we've got 6, 7 and 8. Maybe from 6, 7 and 8 we can pick a couple of from here. I think that would be good. Yes, let's do that. I think that would be brilliant. So what we could do is maybe we could do the 25-week fund, roll the dice, or home fund and repair fund. Would that give us 8? That's 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8. I think the roll the dice I'd rather do separate. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, I think let's do the 25-week fund. Okay, let's just place that here for now. Let's do that. So we will start off with, I will go back and sort these out for sure. Okay, so we've got You Make My Heart Pop, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. We then have Don't Be Afraid. I'll just write that. Oh, I smudged all of them. Great job. Okay, we'll pop this pen to the side. I will go back in and sort all of this out. So that is our kind of money magnet section. We'll pop this away for the time being. I think maybe because we've already got the money magnet out, maybe we should kind of go ahead and do that challenge, shall we? I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of change in there, but then we can always sort that out. And then should I just take out these? So I think what we'll do is these 3 challenges we will switch and add to the money magnet one inside that when I'm done. Of course these I can't physically pop in because they're too large, which is such a shame. What I think I will do is I will just leave them on the side along with this money magnet, and then we can do it that way. So I think we'll start off with this challenge to begin with, and then we will take it from there. So we will need a spinner. You have to forgive me because I am very, very new to this. It says spin to decide where the money will go. So we're not using a dice as of right now, so let's do that. Ready? Number 5, which was this one here. So we shall start off with number 1. I'm just trying to think. I think I need to just get a little bit of a pen and paper down because I'll be a little bit confused otherwise trying to figure out what's going to go where, because I don't necessarily want to add pound coins into the planners because I just don't want it to be too bulky, so I want to be able to convert some of them. So I think what we will do is we will take out 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we will switch out 10 of these for £10. It will be a little bit easier to be able to fill this out. So I think I also need to get some up on my new markers. Hopefully moving forward this will be a little bit more easier to be able to do. It feels very odd. Okay, so I think I would love to have a neutral colour, but what colour would you go for? I'm thinking, I think I'll just go for the brown. Okay, put these to the side. Right, so we had number 5, and then would you normally roll a dice to see what number you got between the 1 to 4? Would that be the way to go? Shall we try? So we'll pick this little cute love heart one. Let's see. So we've got 1 to 4. 4. So we can put £4 in there. As kind of a person who struggles with not doing things in order, I might find that a little bit difficult, but today we will do the little 4. Don't know how to. Right, we'll just do a little dot for now. So that will be £4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we'll do is we'll just put that one there just in case it needs to be refilled again, and then we spin and we have number 3, which is 1, 2, 3. So again we will spin the dice, so we can do between 2 or 5. 2, that was nice and easy. Move that forward. That's 2. So we've got 1, 2 for this one. Hang on, I think that's wrong, isn't it? It was number 3 or 4. But we'll just class it as 4 because I've done it now. So that's number 4. Right. 4. Okay, and then we will move it again. We have number 1, which is a popcorn kernel, which has to be a 2. I must admit, I've watched so many videos and I absolutely love doing this. It feels so nice. Now I understand why people actually do it. Okay, we'll put the 2 down the side here, and then we will spin again. We have number 8, so I have to remember which one was number 8. Number 8. Number 8 was home repairs. Home repairs. Okay. So I think what I want to do with this is give it £5 each. So let's write down on the pen. And then maybe we can do a heart for £5, the little chimney for £5, and then the home for £5. It will give us more to kind of do. So we will colour in a heart. Perfect. And that will be £5 in this one. Okay. This feels like a little bit of a mess, but I'm sure by next time we will figure it out. Okay. That's definitely a number 3. So number 3 was Don't Be Afraid, which was not this one. What is it? This one, which we've already done. And then we've said we either get a 2 or a 5. So we'll roll the dice. Nope, not a 1. No 3. 6. 4. A 5. So that's our first 5. So we'll add a 5 here. Pop that on top. Okay. We have a number 7, which is the home fund. And I think I want to do the same with the home fund as well. £5. And we'll colour in the little love heart. And we will give it to £5. Okay, so that leaves us with 3 challenges that we've not done. Now, I'm not sure if I want to do another one. I think let's go one more go and then we'll switch to some other challenges. Let's do that. Is that a 6 or a 7? I think that's a 6, isn't it? Yeah, 6. So we have our 25-week fund. Okay, so this gives us a total of £325, but that's only if we just use one envelope and then follow the numbers down. Let's do it that way. Let's go ahead, and I think what we will do is we will start off with number 1. Let's do that. Okay, so number 1 is 1. There we go. And I think we will leave it at that for now so we can enjoy some other challenges. So we need to take out £10. Place it here because we've used 10 coins. Perfect. Okay. So we'll just work through. So number 1 is You Make My Heart Pop. We have £2 in number 1. Let's place that there. So as we're going through, we're fine. Okay. And then number 2 was Just Girls Wanna Have Fun. And number 3 was Don't Be Afraid. So we haven't had any of them. We'll put that to the side. And then number 4 was Always Have Time. Where's that one? Oh yeah, number 3 was Always Have Time. We're on number... we've done the wrong one. We did Don't Be Afraid for number 3, so we'll just put this in number 3. Okay, so number 3 is £7. And then we have number 5, which is Long Story Short, which is this one. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in number 5. I think I might add the numbers on the back of these so I don't forget. So it was number 5, 3, 4, 5. I'm just placing the items into the card holders with the little saving things. Okay, and then we have number 6, which is the 25-week fund. And we have a 1 in there. So I think what I will do is, rather than use this envelope, I'm going to transfer that into my little planner, well, whatever you call it. It was number 6, wasn't it? So we'll add this to our number 6, and we'll do it this way so that when we flip through to the different challenges we can see it. Yes, let's do that. And then we have number 7, which is the home fund. Let's move that out of the way. Home fund, which had £5, and we'll do the same again with this one too. We'll add the 5 in. Okay, and then the final one, which is number 8, that also got £5, and we'll add that in. That is brilliant. I will go back in and fix these later. Okay, I did really enjoy that. I can see why people love all the different challenges. For now, what I'll do is remove the spinner. And we'll move these little things to the side because we won't need them again. Okay, so what do we have next? I think I will stick to the binder. Should we work with this one or the next? Let's do the next one for now, and then if we have some money left over we can go ahead and do it. Okay, so we have, how many do we have in here? 1, so the Cupid's path is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could do 6 and then pick whichever one. Let's do that because this is new to us, so I'm not quite sure how or where to start off. So we have a number 4, so number 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and this is XOXO, and what it says is roll the dice and place the X or an O or an X in the first box. Save 5 for an O and 10 for an X. If you get 3 in a row, save 20 and start again. Right, okay. So we need this dice now, which is this really cool chunky one. We have an O, which is save 5. I think I'll switch the colour out and maybe go for a pinky one. Can barely see that, but we're committed now. So that is going to be £5. I don't think I'm going to, just because I think it'd be fun just to be able to start off. Okay, and then we will go 3, which I think is 1, 2, 3, which is my happy gallons. Don't we get a scratch one? I've been looking forward to doing one of these. It says save 30 happy Valentine's Day. So I need my little scratch cardy thing. Where's it gone? I've seen people do this online and I was like, I wonder how fun it would actually be. I think we will start right here. going to pop that straight in the bin. And we have a 6. So I think what I will do is going to take 2 £5 and switch it out for these £5 because I don't have £5, like £5 notes anyway. Okay, and that is a total of £6, which works out really well. I like that a lot. That was really cute. Okay, and roll the dice again. 6. So the 6 is the last one, which is spin for positivity. Okay, so into spinner. That is definitely the light pink. And this is what it says. Spin for positivity, how to play. Give the spinner a whirl, turn the page in your booklet that matches the colour you landed on. Choose a scratch off and save what is revealed. Save 130 in total. So we had light pink. Another scratch off. This is going to be fun. What we got? Is a number 1. Actually scratching off, which is you just got to go back over it. Okay, wonderful. So that is a number 1. So what we'll have to do is, because we've got pound coins, but I don't really want pound coins in there. Let's see how many we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll do another 10 for 10. We'll just pick this side here. Okay, and then was a number 1, which we will just slide in the back of here. Perfect. Now let's roll the dice again. 3. 1, 2, 3. We've done this, so we'll roll again. 5, 3, 4, 5. Yes, let's do this one. We've got 2 of these, but we'll just do the 1. So here's what it says. Roll the dice and save the amount shown. Once completed, you'll have saved £189. It says 1. Let's go with this little red one. Okay. That is 5. Which one is 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll miss that again. 4. We've done that one. Number 1. Okay, so this one I've been looking forward to doing. It's a little bit confusing, but we're gonna try and figure it out together. So we have, this is what it came with, a little shaker bag. We then have a Cupid's path. So it says, work your way around the board, saving if you are a number, or if you land on a hat, follow the key below. So we're at start, so we're already doing the shake and save. So you shake it, and I'm presuming we're saving 8, 2. Okay. And that was quite easy, because then if you land on a solid hat, Yeah, because there's no other dice here. That's right. Yes. It must be every time you pick this challenge, you just work your way across. Then is that right? I'm just trying to think. Work your way around the board. Yes. So the first one is the solid heart, which is shake and save. So we've done the shake and save. We've got 2, so we will save 2. Okay, I think we'll do one more, and then we will go on to our other savings. Did we add 2 in here? Yes, we did. Perfect. Okay, one more. 3. Let's see. We've done the 3. 5. We did the 5. Another 5. 2. Let's do the 2. And then that's it for us today, for this binder anyway. Right, it says roll a number, dice of your choice, write the number in your jam jar and save the amount. Pretty self-explanatory. 1. 1. Again, that was nice and easy. Okay, and that is the last of this binder. And now we'll go back to this one. Okay, so we're going to minus the 8 at the end and just pick from these ones. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. And I think next time we'll add the 6th in, and if we roll on a 6-sided dice, if we get number 6, then we can work through them. I think that would be a good idea. 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, another scratch one, and it says save 2 for each flower revealed, total save £56. I'm doing it off the camera just because I don't want the bits to be everywhere, and this way I can always clear it off. I see now why videos take so long, but also that they are quite fun too, and why people enjoy saving challenges, because rather than just be like, well, I'm putting this for petrol and I'm putting this for here, I do like this idea better. And then once we finish the challenge, we could always like put the money into the allocated slots. So we have 3 here, so it said save 2 for each, total save, that's 6 then. So that's 1. Let's do the 5 and the 6 to make it easier. That's really kind of cute. This was only £1.90, I think, either £1.90 or £2.90, and I really liked the idea behind it. It was one of their monthly subscription ones. Okay, 3, which we've just done, so we'll miss 2. So it's the is that right? Yeah, it's the It's So Soft icon. How cute. Each icon. Shall we do 2 for the fun of it? Or maybe a 5? We could do a 10 because we've still got £40 worth of money here. Well, 40, 55, £60. Let's do 10. I think that would be fun. Yep, let's do 10. And then we will do let's do the little donut. Okay, let's do the little donut. I think once we finish this can go towards maybe our shopping fund or something. Let's do that. That's £10 there. Okay. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sudoku. I love me a bit of Sudoku. This one where we might end up losing a little bit of the money. So it says save what you roll, either one number or add more than one together to get your total. 1. I mean, that's 1 right there. Let's do that one. And I'm only giving it the teeniest tiniest dot because I've seen it so many times where they've been smudged and I just feel like I don't need that particularly. Okay. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we've got a pop of colour. I've been looking forward to this. Okay, so it says roll the dice, save and colour the number you have rolled. 5. So that would be 1 little heart here. I think that's right. Yes, that's right. It feels very different to use markers because I'm so used to doing the adult colouring vlogs in pencil, and I feel like with pencil it's much more forgiving, whereas this marker, if I go out of the line you can really see it. And again, I'm not sure if they're wipeable or not. I don't think they are, but here we are. So what we'll do is we will transfer 2 5s, so that leaves us okay, and that is 1 5. Just that was kind of cool. Okay, I think, have we done everything bar number 1? Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can roll the number 1. Nope. We'll give it 3 goes. Number 1. Okay. This is going to be kind of like my bookshelfy one. Righty-ho. So we have each book equals X amount and each shelf, the shelf decor equals X amount. Okay, shall we do £1 and £5? So each book will be £5, or should we do 5 and £10? Let's do 5 and £10. And what we'll do is we'll use this one. I've just realised I have an 8-sided dice, and I think this was meant to be used for the money magnet challenge. So let us, where we are. So we'll do O for 5 and X for 10. So we've got £10 already. That's pretty cool. And then we will pick each book shelf decor. So we'll do a little teeny tiny dot. And you'll barely be able to see it. Again, not sure if they're wipeable or not. I would hope they are, because then I could reuse them. Okay, so that means we've pretty much done this entire binder of challenges except for the two at the end. So I think what we'll do is, just so we've had fun at playing the game, is we did one, we haven't done one, or done one, didn't do two, we haven't done 4. Okay, so let's do 2. And number 2 is girls just want to have fun. Okay, and that's another scratchy offy one, and it says it saves £20. So let's do that. And we have £4. That's 1, 2, 3 here. We don't have any more pound holders. So shall we just do, let's do a 5, and then we'll IOU from next month. Or if we get one more, but yeah, let's do a 5. Okay, and what I'll do is, didn't have a 4, add 1. Yeah, let's do that. I've written myself a little note, and next time when we play the challenge, what we can do is we can always make sure to add 1. So depending on what we get from one of these, that's what we can do. Okay, and then the other one we didn't get to do is, we did 3, didn't do 5. Which one was 5? 5 is long story short. This one, let's do that. Okay, so we can roll. No, we did do that one. Where did I pop the money? It is 5. It's actually 4, which is always. And then we can only roll a 2, so we'll just do a 2. We did a 5. We did a 6, 7, 8. So that means we've played every single one of this binder, which is pretty cool. Okay, and let's see how much we are currently left with. I really seem to be struggling with this one binder for some reason. Okay, let's see, did we finish this one? We did that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Yes, we did every single one of these. Okay, so I've just had an idea. I think what we will do is we will go to this final binder, and what we are currently left with is £21. So we can have fun with this one. Let's see, trying to get to roll a 10. Let's do that. Let's do 2 dices. What's that? A 5 and a 6. We could do that. So we'll swap out the 2 5s, and then we'll do a 5 and a 6, which gives us roll the dice here. And then we've got £15 left, so we can do one of these 5 jars. That goes up to £2 maximum. Self-care, which one should we do first? think let's start from here. I think we should start with a £5 jar fund. Let's do that. And then maybe the spring fund. Cash out the 2 5s for the 2 5s and do £5 each. That would be £5 per petal, per sun, whatever that would be. And then not so much, I'll be going out for a coffee. We've already got the other one for the book fund. Maybe we can just put it in our emergency fund. Let's do that. Yeah, and that will give us the final £5, and I've crossed that off and added that as the emergency fund. Maybe I'll put them in order next week of priority, next month, whenever I do them as a priority. So we have in this one £5. We will do the mini saver later because I need to sort out the jar. And then we have a total of £6 in roll the dice, £5 in spring fund, and then we have a total of £5 in the emergency fund, and that brings us to the end of our money. Now, I'm not sure how this particularly works in terms of the leftover, like not the leftover, but where I've used the kind of coins. So do I then find the allocated amount and put it in there? Because it's a little bit odd, as you don't get £2 as in like notes. So will I have to wait till it accumulates £5 or £10 and switch them out? I think so. I think that's how it works. I'm not sure. I thought I would be needing more coins, but didn't really think, well, you'll be using the card replacements anyway, so just get the notes and put the notes in. So I may get this money swapped back out, and then that way it will be a little bit easier to handle moving forward. So I'll just add all of that in there. I think that is the end of our video. I found that really fun, and I think next time I will have to find a better system, just because to make it a little bit easier. Otherwise it's just going to be a long video, and I know it's only £100, but it is like £100 worth of challenges that I'm playing. So I think I need to find a system. Now I know that once we've completed these challenges, I will be then allocating them to the different sections. I need to really figure out what my main sections are and what they're going to be. Otherwise I think it'll be a lot of like back and forth otherwise, so we'll see. And the other thing I think is that I will have to make sure that if I pick a number, I stick to it and try not to do them all. I know today was my first time doing it, and I found it a little bit fun just to make sure that I could play each of the games and know what they were about and be able to share them with you as well. Well, that brings us to the end of our March or February stuffing. Well, I think I'll call it March stuffing because it's the beginning of March rather than it being the end of February. And then we'll just call them like episode 3 and things like that. So if you ever see an episode where it says My Cash Control Log March episode 3, it just means that it's where I'm sharing the monthly cash stuffings. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment box below, and of course you can find all things My Creative Chronic Life on my website at www.mycreativechroniclife.co.uk. I will be sharing a kind of blog post about real thoughts behind why I'm saving, why I'm doing it this way, the reasons behind it, and why I'm not just going to save like generic daily bills and, you know, food shopping and things like that. I might decide to do that in the future, but right now I think I'm pretty much okay, and this is just kind of like really for fun, to be honest. And in the back of my mind, yes, it is for fun, but I'm also being serious about using the challenges to save for these allocated things in the hopes that I can be ahead, and then maybe one day I can change everything to be cash stuffing. So like normal bills, whether that's the council tax, the water bill, to always be trying to be ahead. But I think that's going to take me a long time, specifically because I'm not putting in every extra penny into this. This is just what I have left over at the end of the month that I've just not spent or whatnot, not really consciously thinking about it. So it'll be good to see how at the end of March on April's cash stuffing what that will look like. I may come back and do like an extra one because I am selling a couple of things like on Vinted, and I'm selling a couple of things like planner related items. So when the money comes back from that, I'll be putting that in, so you may get an extra one this month. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being patient with me with this being my first cash stuffing, and I hope that you will join me and my community. We share all things related to chronic illnesses, how I deal with how I'm dealing with my day-to-day life, this being one of them, being fun as well, so that I'm more in control of what I do and what I spend. I also do journaling videos, planning videos, reading videos, and I also do colour along with me. So lots and lots of variety. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. I do have my own book club, which is MCCL Book Talk, and you also have a Facebook book club too, and you can follow me on Fable as well, where I do have my own book club. And we don't really do like a monthly book club, we just do it if somebody wants to share and they want to join in, and it's mostly for people who don't really want to be part of a big group and they like to just be a little bit more intimate in terms of just sharing when they're ready. It's not a rush, it's not a competition, you just get there when you get there, and that's what I love about the book club. We've not had anybody coming in February so far, so we just leave it open to whoever wants to come, and if they're ready and they're able to, we share that. So again, lots and lots of variety for you to be able to follow. I do have short stories on my website as well. I do share grab and go freebies, which is sometimes it can be self-care related, sometimes it can be screensavers, reading trackers, that type of thing. So always keep your eye out on my website on the grab and go section. Well, that's enough of me now. Thank you so much. Until next time, bye bye.